with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the high school deal.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Flushed out right. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Buffalo.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McDonald sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The tackle.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Bring the free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down. It's Freeman, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. On the counter, Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. Brings up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one complete to Gafford. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Is on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Throwing is McDonald. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Obviously a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The first down.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards on
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
A 33-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Here's McDonald to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
31.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Mayfield on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They'll find Lindsey here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
39-yard line.
Here's Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a 1st.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Bills first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game. Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with McDonald. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And the Bills.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 30.